Okay, the second technique is the traditional side squeegee. I prefer the hybrid, but we're going to teach this anyhow. This is best done with a different type of channel. This is just your standard stainless steel Unger. A Ninja, which is a thicker channel, or a Sword will work much, much better because of the pressure on this side versus this side. This channel is very flimsy. Those channels are much thicker, so if you twist your pole to the left, it's going to put pressure on the left. If you twist your pole to the right, it's going to put pressure on the right. And you'll notice in certain motions, you have to twist to the left in order to get the bottom. See, Jones? So, let's go ahead and do that now. If I twist my pole to the right, what's going to happen is I'm not squeegeeing the bottom. If I twist my pole to the left, what's happening is I have less pressure at the top, but it's not as much needed at the top. It's very relevant to how much angle I have here. If I have no angle, or too drastic of an angle rather, I have to really press and twist to the left. If I don't, the squeegee isn't doing its job, okay? However, if my angle of the pole is here, I don't have to apply any pressure. Okay, but you notice I also can't close the window or change my angle. Okay, so let's talk about the two ways to close. Would be this. My favorite way is to go over and down. You don't need to close. Forget closing. You only have one closing swipe on the bottom when you're all done, if this window is up. Okay, the second way to close, okay, is to, here my angle's drastic, I'm going to need to reduce my angle to apply pressure here on the bottom, and I'm going to come in and twist. As I was twisting, the actual angle of the pole was getting tighter into the squeegee. Okay? It's very hard to close and very susceptible to dripping, which is why I typically just go over down. Okay? Next, we're going to talk about the problem over here, which is there's a lot of tails. Tails are, you know, it's this. There's, 3-4 inches of little water lines. If you take, and we're going to do this without the pole, if you take and you do what's called dancing, which looks like this, okay, you can get rid of all the tails. So what is dancing? I'm not rubbing back and forth because that's not getting rid of the tails. It can a little bit. Okay, and actually it doesn't do a bad job if you rub back and forth, but I've seen it do a bad job, and I think that's more to do with the temperature inside now. But if you focus on actually picking it up off the glass, you're creating a seal. And you're sort of tapping too to knock off the water. Okay, that creates a seal so you have no tails. So when it's on the pole, it looks like this. You'll notice, by the way, I'm cutting in the window. When you're sticking like this, instead of wetting up and down, you can cut the window, which does a better job at the top.